Welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. I'm Elisa, their daughter. The letter I'm about to read was written on June 8th, 1971, by my dad, Dick, to my mom, Sarah, writing across the world from Vietnam to San Antonio. This letter broke my heart a little. In it, my dad finally explains why he didn't call my mom from the airport before he left the States. He says it took him 4 tries just to sign and address the card, because every time he tried, his eyes would fill with tears and he couldn't see. He knew that if he called, neither of them would have been able to handle it. The rest of the letter is them, playful, full of longing, full of love for the baby they were expecting, and always finding ways to stay close, no matter the distance. It's moments like this that remind me how strong their bond really was. Here's my dad's letter from June 8th, 1971. Dearest lover, how's my sweetheart today? Another day has passed. My roommate is leaving in about 8 hours. Boy, am I jealous of him. But he says he's jealous of me. Boy, I love my little chickadee. You are the bestest lover in the whole wide world, and I love you. I've been working a good bit here. Not really working, just spending a lot of time on the job. It does help to make the time go by. I am off tomorrow. I plan to stay out in the sun as much as possible. Get my body good and bronze for my baby. Have I told you that I love you today? Well, you bet I do. How's the little one? I hope you do not have too much sickness. I know how you hate to be sick. I'm not much of a doctor, but the spaghetti the other night and the wine may not have set too well, pregnant or not. I know I haven't said too much about our baby to be lately. Don't take that as a negative attitude. I think about our baby each day. I actually mention him or her and talk to my friends. But I think of you more. You'll always be my number one, baby. Don't worry about love. We will let our overflow cover our babies. Even that will be too much love for them to take. How old do you think he will be before he is spoiled? I hope we don't spoil him too much too early, okay? You notice I did say him. I really don't have a vision yet on the sex. I think about both. I'll let you know when I have my vision or dream of the sex of our child. The biggest vision of sex I have right now is you. But that is a beautiful combination of the truest love and the most wanton sex. You don't blame or get mad at me for thinking that way, I hope. I just love and miss you too much. Well, if you remember my story about the airman with the clap, here's another episode. On Monday, he came in after seeing the doctor. The tetracycline was not doing the job fast enough. So 4 shots of penicillin in the ass on Monday, then 4 shots today. His ass is so sore that he says he will never fuck again. I have told him to just wait until he gets home. Have a good old American girl, and that'll be good for him. Could you imagine only fucking an Oriental? So much for that. I'll keep you posted. I love you, Sarah Jane. Do you love me? How about that for a dumb question? How do you like the pictures from the war zone? Speaking of snaps, I saw an ad in a mail order catalog that I may get for you. I am telling you just for surprise. It will be a good while before you get it anyway, okay? Baby, keep your chin up. This is a hard time for us both. Let us both not let the miles apart hurt us in any way. I am closer to you now than I have ever been. We are no strangers to living apart, but we have never been apart for this long, not even before we were married. My love is stronger than the day I left. You always remember that. Don't ever let your mind think that your husband or lover is not true or as loving as he once was. My love grows. I don't ever expect to love you too much. I really don't think the growth of love will ever stop. I am rereading some of your letters. I ran across a question. You said that you had hoped that I would call from California before I left. I really wanted to, baby, but I just couldn't. It took me 4 trips and about 30 minutes to sign and address the card I sent from the airport. My eyes would swell up and cloud over with tears. I just couldn't see. I couldn't stop and try again. I knew that I wouldn't be able to talk. I also knew that you would be out and at work, and that me calling would have made it worse for you. The card expressed my thoughts well. I started to cry just now thinking about it. Always sleep warm with your lover in your dreams. Another question about going to Miami. I have no objections at all. If you think that you would be able to enjoy yourself and pass the time faster, go for it. You can write me a letter about that, okay? I love you. You are the best lover around. Take good care of yourself, Sarah. Your letters are great. I really like to read about your diet, weight, and general health. Please keep me posted. Do what the doctor says and what your good sense says. I feel like I'm getting fat. I am going to watch what I eat more. The food here is either one of 2 things, carbohydrates or greasy. Both, of course, put the weight on. I won't get fat, though. If necessary, I will break down and exercise. Can you see me doing that? Love me, baby. Keep those cards and letters coming, and don't forget the kisses. Here's your ration today. I'll even send one for the baby. Was it worth the question? The quarter? I sure hope so. I cannot wait until R&R. I get my baby's queef. But I wrote enough on that last night. I don't want you to think that I am a sex maniac. Don't forget that you have that title. Ha ha. What do you think about this letter? I must have the runs of the fingers. One hell of a letter, huh? All for my baby. Nothing is too good for you. I love you, Sarah Jane. Hugs and kisses for my baby. Send me some soon. They keep me going each day. Love, Dick. The next page says, "This space reserved for my baby's doodles. I love you, Mrs. Richard Allgood. You will always be my baby." This letter is one of those that really stays with me. Hearing my dad explain why he couldn't bring himself to call my mom from the airport because he couldn't even see through the tears, that broke me a little. Even now, more than 50 years later, I can feel how much they loved each other and how hard the separation was on both of them. And yet, in the middle of that pain, they still found ways to be playful, to flirt, to plan for the baby they were about to welcome, me, and to keep building their life through every letter. You can follow along and see photos of the original letters at theallgoodslove.com. Thank you so very much for listening. I'll be back soon with the next letter.